Okay, so our last talk of the morning would be Jayne Pearl. So Jayne's come into the clinic a few years ago and again offered a very solid and dependable practice, brought in the Devon Healers that run a group on a Friday, and yes, just done some very beneficial work for people, and she's come here today to talk about a healing practice. So please put your hands together and welcome Jayne Pearl. Thank you, Jayne.
Yes, hello everybody. Thank you for that lovely welcome. I've got about half an hour to talk to you. So what I'd like to do is spend probably 5 or 10 minutes just talking to you about what healing is, really. And then I'd like to, if it's okay with everybody, do a very brief meditation with you and then follow that with group healing. So once I finish speaking, just before we go into the group meditation, if we could rearrange the chairs a little bit so that we can actually get around you to give you healing. Probably spending about 2 or 3 minutes with each person, that's all. So it is really just a brief taster for you. But because you'll be in a group as well, that healing energy will be amplified. So I think you'll find that it's very beneficial for you. Okay, so healing. I'm a spiritual healer. Spiritual healing does not is not faith healing. It does not require faith on behalf of the client to benefit from it, and in fact healing will work regardless of what you believe and what you don't believe. The purpose of healing actually is for the healer, by way of attunement, to tune into the natural energy that's all around us, and that energy can be, if you like, from a divine source, or it can simply be from nature, depending on your viewpoint, really. We learn how to tap into this energy and then we channel it to our clients. When we do that, this then allows the client to raise their consciousness, and this in turn can then help promote their own self-healing. And in fact, as I'm sure you're well aware, the only person that can heal you is yourself. Healing, though, can help you to go into a very still, calm space. It can help you to access your own body's wisdom, which in turn can really help you to support your own health cultivation. When we work as spiritual healers, our focus usually is the chakras, our energy centers. And we work to bring balance back into those chakras and also to move out from there into the other subtle bodies of our energy field. So the whole area really is just to try to bring some balance back to that person so that they can then access that energy for their own health. We never imply or promise a cure of any kind. I've just been talking now about spiritual healing, so talking mainly in the context of what we call contact healing, although we don't actually use a lot of contact when we heal people. We're usually working around your etheric energy field, channeling energy into that area. Another way we can use healing energy also is with distant healing. And again, this can be an extremely powerful way to send healing energy and love to somebody who's in need of help and support. We have very, very many wonderful feedback coming from people that we've sent distant healing to. Sometimes it can help people if they're going into hospitals for operations and things like that. We usually send healing to them before they go. We send healing energy to the hospital itself as well, and to all of the staff that are going to be working there with that person, and of course to all of the patients' families as well. When we've done that before, people have reported actually that they've had a very, I know it sounds a bit strange, but a very quite pleasant time when they've been in hospital. They've made a very fast recovery, and they've felt that the healing energy has really helped to support them as they're going through that process. Just to mention also, last week when we were doing our healing, which we do every Friday from Arcturus from 1 till 3, we have a regular client who comes to see us, and on this day he was running quite late, and unfortunately we didn't have enough time to do healing for him. So we said, "I'm really sorry, but we can't see you today. We have to finish in 10 minutes' time," and off he went. So just as we were closing down the session, we decided that we'd send some distant healing to this client, which we did. And then when we'd got ready and left, and as we were walking down the high street in Totnes, we saw this person And I was talking to him, and I said, I do hope that you're feeling okay. I said, we did actually send you some distant healing because we couldn't do contact healing for you. And he said, oh, that's very interesting. What time was that? And I said, oh, that would have been about 10, 15 minutes ago. And he said, well, actually, at that time I was having a panic attack, and suddenly I felt very calm and knew that everything was going to be okay. And he realised that that was about the time that we were sending out the distant healing to him. Things that you can do yourself, really, to help to work with light and to send light, which is another way of looking at this healing energy, if you like. When you're facing sometimes quite difficult situations, again, I'm thinking of an example here that I use myself because I do this a lot when I'm going to places where I'm not particularly comfortable in. So last year, I went for my 6-monthly checkup with my dentist. And as he was doing the checkup for me, I realised that I wasn't actually going to be able to get away this time and just sort of scoot out the door and then come back again 6 months later. And he said that one of the crowns that I'd had done a long time ago, which was one of the old metal ones, he said it was extremely difficult to work with, very hard to get out, but it needed to come out and be replaced. So I thought, okay, fine. So I made an appointment to go back again a week later. During that time, I decided, right, okay, I'm going to see if I can send some light to this situation and try and change the energy around it to a more positive way of being for me. So I began by focusing my energy on the healing practice itself, visualising that practice completely filled with healing light, visualising all of the people working in that building filled with healing light. On the morning of my appointment, again, I sat down and spent another 10 minutes doing just that and focusing on my dentist in particular and the people that help him, seeing them as happy and smiling and light-filled, and affirming that every hand that touches me is a healing hand filled with love. So I went along to the dentist. I'd also asked, could I please be seen on time and not be left hanging around for half an hour, which usually happens. In I went to take my seat in the waiting room, had hardly time to sit down before the dentist appeared in the doorway and said, oh, hello, Jayne, how lovely to see you. Would you like to come through? And I did. And as I walked into his room, as I was getting into the chair, he said to me, oh, well, Jayne, he said, nothing to worry about. It's going to be very light work this morning. So I was absolutely delighted with that. And it was very light work. So it's ways really that you might be able to change the energy around situations for yourself as well. You can use it when you're going shopping, so you can send light ahead of you into the supermarkets and things like that, which is something else I do. What I'd like to do now is just lead quite a brief meditation with you. Again, working with light, and you working with light, and just seeing how you feel about that. And then when we finish this meditation, I'd like to then just do some group healing with you, to go along with some of my other healers from Devon Healers who are sitting among you this afternoon. Also, just before I do that, every Wednesday, fourth Wednesday of the month, we are in Arcturus Clinic. We're there from 12 till 2. We offer free healing sessions for anybody who would like to come in there. And they're open for anyone who's suffering with chronic health issues, and it's also open to their families and their carers as well. And again, this is one of the very generous things that Steve does at Arcturus Clinic, actually. So every Wednesday, between 12 and 2, there's something happening there that is free for people to come in and benefit from. Okay, so just as we go into this meditation then, if you don't mind, if we can move the chairs around a little bit, so as soon as this is finished, we can go in to do the group healing for you. Okay, so just before we begin with this guided meditation, really, I'd just like to just very briefly introduce you to the other healers that are here today, who are all Devon healers. This is Irene over here, Kathy over there, and Mary over here, and they will all be helping along with me to give the healing to you in the circle. Just taking this time now to take time for yourself, really, and give yourself permission to be here and to enjoy this meditation and healing today. So as we begin, if you just be aware of landing in your space, in your energy field, and begin maybe just by taking in a nice deep breath, breathing in light, And as you breathe out, just letting go of any old energy you're holding, any tension or stress, just allowing that to go now. Okay. And I'd like you now to be aware of a healing light, a beautiful pure light, way above your head, above your crown chakra. And I'd like you to now just visualize or just be aware that this healing light now can enter through your crown chakra. And just allowing this light to now come in and just fill your body with this light, this warmth and this love. And know that you can direct this light to any area in your body where you feel it needs to go. And let this light shine into your minds, shining away any doubts and fears. And let this light illuminate every tiny cell within your body so that you are sparkling with light and vitality, which you are. And let this light now fill your heart center. And let yourself be welcomed by your heart center. This is our true home, the place where we can truly be ourselves. The place of unconditional love. And in this place, there is no yesterday, there is no tomorrow, there is only now. And in this now, you have everything that you could possibly need. And allow this light now to spill over from you so that it forms a circle of light around you. And feel free to place any person or situation into this circle for healing. And now let this light fill this building. And let this light move out into the surrounding countryside, filling the villages and towns. Let this light move out into the country and out again to fill the world. And may our light touch every being without exception. And watch this light now as it moves out into space, touching every planet, every star, every universe. There is no end to the light. Just rest in this awareness for a few moments now. It is nearing time to come back. So bringing this light now back to this world and back to this country and back to the countryside that surrounds us here in Eden Rise and back into this room and becoming aware of yourself sitting on your chair now still filled with light. Becoming aware of your feet being firmly connected to the earth beneath you now. And bringing your focus back to your breathing, making your breathing now comfortable and gentle, relaxed. And then when you're ready, just allow yourselves to come fully back into the room and gently opening your eyes. Okay, everybody okay? Yes? Right, good. Right, so we'll begin the healing circle now. Right, so each of you then will be with you for probably 2 or 3 minutes at a time. We'll be linking in and touching, if it's okay, your shoulders and your arms. And sometimes we might be guided to very, very lightly touch your head. If any of you don't want to be touched, if you can let us know now. Okay, good. Right, I'll put some music on. Okay. So what I'd like you to do really is just close your eyes and just relax and just allow the healing energy to come to you. So now just very gently, very slowly, start to become aware of yourselves again. Bringing your attention to your feet, feeling yourselves grounded now, connecting to the earth. Feeling the weight of your body sitting on the chair. And just becoming fully aware and fully conscious of yourselves again now. Focusing in on your breathing once again. Making your breathing comfortable, relaxed. And now coming fully back into this room and opening your eyes.